I'm going to install a fresh copy of Windows 8 Pro 64-bit onto this PC. Totally erase Windows 7. So I just inserted the disk, restart. I've got to tell the computer to boot from the disk. When this thing cranks up, tap delete to get into the BIOS. Just tap and delete. Well, UEFI, I guess. I'm going to tell it to boot from this. Samsung is the SSD inside. I'm going to tell the first boot option to be this Plextor DVD-R. Then Samsung SSD. Okay, now I'm going to exit, save changes, and reset. Yes. Now it will boot from the disk, and we can get started with the installation. Might ask me to hit a key or something, press any key to boot from disk. Yeah, so just tap spacebar. Doesn't matter, press any key. I want to install the English version. My time and currency format, English, US keyboard, that is good. Next. I'm going to go install now. Okay, now you enter your product key. I will do this and get back with you. And if there's a checkbox that says automatically activate Windows when online, I'll do that as well. It didn't give me a little checkbox to say automatically activate Windows. I'm assuming it's just going to do it. I just hit next, and now I'm here. I accept the license terms. I'm not going to upgrade, I'm going to custom install. Delete. It's just saying it's going to erase everything on the drive. Okay. Delete this one as well. Okay. So those are the two partitions created when you install Windows 7. I'm going to click on the unallocated space. This is a 128 gigabyte SSD. I'm going to click New. That's the max amount. Hit Apply. To ensure everything works correctly, it might create additional partitions like it did with Windows 7. So hit OK. There's the extra partition, System Reserved. We need to click on partition 2 with 118 gigabytes. Click Next. And now when it wants to boot from the disk, don't do it. Just let it go into Windows. Once again, do not hit any key to boot from the disk. Pick which color you like. I am kind of partial to that blue. Next. That's my wireless router. Alright, Express settings. Automatically install important and recommended updates. It'll protect your PC from unsafe files and websites. Turn on Do Not Track in Internet Explorer. That's nice. Help improve Microsoft software services and location services by sending us info. They're not going to steal your personal info. This is for crap that crashes and doesn't work right. It helps them fix it. Check online for solutions to problems. Let apps give you personalized content based on your PC's location, name, and account picture. Some people would be weird about location. I don't really care. Turn on sharing and connect to devices on this network. I'm cool with all that. I'm going to use Express settings. You can customize and change that stuff. I'm just going to use Express. This is where you enter your Windows Live ID. I'll enter mine and hit next and get back to you. Okay. After entering my Windows Live ID, it asked me for a password. I had to enter that. It has my phone number on here already. I'm just going to click next and continue. This is where it tells you about how to access the start screen, I guess from the desktop, and get to the settings. I just received an email saying Shepard was added to my email address. Visit this address and enter this code to confirm that it's you. That's nice. There it is. Windows 8. And there's my picture already populated in the top right. Has my name and all that. And that's cool. This has my Facebook and all that already in here. I think it carried over the settings from I tried to install this on a MacBook Air and it crashed repeatedly, I think because of the Intel drivers. They're not ready yet. This is prior to release. I signed up for TechNet to get this early. This is the release to manufacturing, but the official release of Windows isn't until like 3 or 4 weeks from now. I'll click on this People app, and this has my people for my Windows Live ID, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also connect your Google accounts and all that too. And notice this hand that just popped up. I can grab this, just pull it to the side over here, and this could be the desktop or whatever else you want to work on. I just click down here to access that start menu. Go to the right side, brings up this stuff. I'm going to go to settings and update this thing. You go to change PC settings. See, now I'm in a different program and it shows my people thing over here on the side. So I just pulled that to the side, it went away. You go up here to the top left, that's like an Alt-Tab switcher. You can just click between those, it goes between the last things you were using. I'm going to go back to settings. Now, if I want to close this, I'll put that in the corner, right click, close. I could have also snapped to the left and right, just like I did before by grabbing it like this. Windows Update. And check for updates now. 4 important updates. Okay, there's that Intel graphics adapter. Hopefully that doesn't kill this computer. I'm just going to install. Biggie has an obsession with mice. Okay, downloaded, it's preparing to install. He'll grab onto this monitor in a minute. Okay, the flashing of the screen is not Biggie affecting it, it's installing the Intel drivers. This is a Sandy Bridge processor, and so it has the built-in Intel Graphics 3000, but I have an ATI card in here, so I'll have to go get those. There's a problem installing the updates. Restart to finish installing updates. So notice I clicked that and it took me to the desktop. This is the desktop behind that start menu. Yeah, so I just go to the bottom down here and man, it even remembered to put my taskbar on the side. That's cool. You can sync your settings across PCs and that's exactly what it did. This is how I had it set up. And yeah, anyway, it brought me to the desktop, brought me to the I guess, real Windows updates. I'm going to restart now. Biggie would like to press that for me, but he just can't do it. So restart. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'll eject this disk. Get back in the UEFI by tapping delete. And tell it to boot from the hard drive now. Samsung SSD. That can be second. Exit. Save changes and reset. Yes. It should boot up much faster now. It's probably going to ask me for my password at the beginning, at the startup. Can't find a way to disable that. Or I haven't played with it enough to learn how to disable that. I'm going to move you, Biggie, okay? Man, just stay down. Stay down here. Stay down there. Right, this is the startup screen. Just grab here, pull up, type in your password. Okay, signed me in. You can rearrange all this stuff however you want. It didn't keep my configuration of arrangement. Oh, if you want to change settings about this, you can right click, and that pretty much brings up another menu. Down here it says all apps. That's the only option from right clicking on this screen. I'm going to right click, all apps, shows all this crap, and you can make, Biggie, get out of the way. You can make all this stuff show up on the start screen. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll click all apps again. Go to the right side, go to settings, change PC settings, and Windows updates. Check for updates. No important updates available. I'll go back to the start screen and see that's what I can come back to now. It's the only other program running. Here's store. When that 7 is showing up there, that means there's 7 updates in the store. Click that. It's probably just programs it wants me to download. Okay. I'm scrolling left and right by using the scroll wheel on the mouse. Click on updates. And I don't think these are really updates because I don't have these things installed, at least not all of them. I'll just install. It doesn't matter. And Biggie will sit there and watch the progress bars. Okay, your apps were installed. And you can download other crap from here, like eBay, Newegg. It's pretty much just little apps where you could just go to the website. 3 more updates. It's like the same thing. Install. Maybe it had to do them in order or something. You'd think he'd stop, you know, after it didn't move. Okay, anyway, I don't care about these updates. I'm just gonna get out of this, go back to the start screen. If you want to get to the desktop, Biggie's in the way of that. It's right here. Biggie, get out of here, man. Biggie needs a tablet, right, to use this interface? Anyway, desktop brings you here. You can use Internet Explorer, File Explorer, or Windows Explorer. This is cool. I like the extra stuff they did here, this ribbon. Of course, I like the ribbon in Office previously. A lot of people didn't. I don't, whatever. I'm cool with it. It didn't bother me. Okay, so you got to switch between the desktop. They're using the desktop as like a program in itself. It's weird. Anyway, I'm going to close the store now. You can access the regular control panel and all that. You can do that through here. Go to All Apps. Going to right click on Computer, pin to Start. Also going to pin the Control Panel to start. You can also pin it to the taskbar. I'll just do it to start. I'll do the snipping tool to the taskbar because I like it there. And right click, go back. Here's the desktop. See, I just pinned that to the taskbar. That's pretty much it. I mean, I've updated it. This is Windows 8. It's installed. The end.